Welcome everyone to the class. Today we are going to draw something invisible, but everybody knows what it is. We are going to draw wind of change. We're living in a very interesting and exciting time. Nobody will argue that it's time of change, and how we can prepare ourselves for what is coming to us. It's end of the year. Everybody is promising that it will be eventful, especially for the US and for the world as well. So we are going to explore how we want to initiate those changes, how we can invite those changes, and what kind of emotions, what kind of feelings we want to invest in those changes. Changes are the only constant that we have. Everything is changing. We are changing, surroundings changing, world is changing, climate is changing. Everything is dynamic, and how we can adjust ourselves for this dynamic world and dynamic life and feel comfortable and peaceful. So I will switch my camera and we'll do some drawings. I'll show you some. This is just preparation. I was preparing myself for the class and seeing how it's gonna look and how it's gonna be presented after the class. I don't know. I'm always excited about new drawings because there's no expectations. I know it will be different. I know for sure it will be something new. And this is the best part of it, that I don't have to expect anything. I can be just excited about the process. Okay, let me take a different paper so I can move it easily. So the goal is we're going to use, as you see, different colors on drawing, but it will be different colors for lines, and we will blend them together. We are going to create the flow of emotions, flow of energies, different qualities, energies, different intensity, and we are going to blend them together so they still have this harmonious interaction. We will invite whatever you want in your life, and it will be interesting how the drawing is going to unfold for you. What is going to unfold for you? So you have different options. You can use colored pencil if you want. You may use highlighters if you want, or you can use Sharpies or any markers to draw lines. You can use different colors. Like I have different colors Uniball pen if I want to use. I did not decide it yet. So see what materials you want. What do you want to experience? Which do you want to use broad or wide lines, or you want to use skinny ones? So see what kind of instruments you have around you. You can combine all of them. You can combine color pencils, you can combine pens, you can combine markers, and see how this different quality will give you different perception and different depth of the drawing. Okay, so take whatever you have, what kind of materials you have. If you don't have any color pencils or colored markers, which I will be surprised since you are here, so you can try to use black one. It's always an opportunity. It's always an option. So see what you want, what kind of color. I think I'm going to use my white markers, and I'm going to use Uniballs and see how, maybe I will add some of them later. So First of all, before we start, let's do this 2 minutes exercise to activate our perception to changes. How do we feel about changes? What kind of changes do we expect? What kind of changes we want to initiate? What kind of changes sometimes we're afraid of? So see what the word change associated with in your mind, in your consciousness and subconsciousness. I'm going to set up a timer for 2 minutes, and we are going to storming all the associations related to the word change. So words can be repeated. Bad, inappropriate words, welcome. You can repeat words. So anything that is coming to your mind, any made up words, names can come to your mind, write it down. So we are just looking for associations related to the word change. Are we ready? So just use any paper to do it. So 2 minutes, let's go. Any language that you feel comfortable with. We have about 1 more minute. About 15 more seconds. Okay, it's 2 minutes. So, first thing, just count how many words you have, just without any, without analyzing, just count how many. If you repeated words several times, count each of them. If you have phrases, count each word in the phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 37 words. So you can type how many words you have in your, oh, you are much faster. Okay, we have 32, 16, 34, 34, 22, 46. Okay, so now look at your drawing or at your list and see if there is any word that really repeating most of the time or strike you, like you really never expected that this the change has such a strong or unusual associations in your mind. just take a look and see what is, what do you recognize? I was surprised how many times I repeated the word fear, movement, alter. I have a very unusual combination. I have devil and God in the same place. It's interesting, like evil and goodness, and those changes. It's always.
I have pink.
Pink?
Pink.
Interesting. Okay, so some. You are very abstract now. Pink. So use the pink color for the drawing for sure, because it's interesting. Very powerful energy in pink color. So now, see, look inside of you. How's your body reacting, seeing all these words? How your body emotionally and physically reacting to all this associations that we activated. We activated our mind. We really start thinking, we start experiencing, we start bringing emotions to the surface. And the best way to release those emotions and observe them from the distance, from this meta position, like when we look from the different level, start expressing them on the paper. So take any color. It could be, maybe I will use just colored pencils for today. I will do the colored pencils and start drawing wind. Start drawing narrow lines. Like you don't see the wind until you see the effect that it's causing. You don't see the changes until you see like how it's really affected your life. And changes could be different. It could be emotional changes. It could be physical changes. We are environment around you. So just bring just different colors, different lines, and explore them. You can try to use different speed for those lines. See how they make you feel. Make it faster or make it slower. I really want to slow down. I don't like, just before the class, we were talking with Ned about how time is running very fast. Maybe we need to work with this timeline again and make sure we slow down a little bit. Oh, I need to use this exercise we have more often. So see how this changes wind. What is this wind is bringing? You know, the song from the Scorpions, the wind of change. This is a very beautiful song, very powerful. And we are bringing, we exploring. So this is a gentle breeze right now we are drawing. And for each of you will be different. Some of you will experience strong wind. Some of you will have very gentle breeze. There is no good or bad. It will be different for each of us. And this invitation, see what is coming. What do you want to invite? You can use, there will be some diagnostic and there will be some, you can compose what you want. You are the artist. You can draw changes in your life that you want. So maybe you want to invite something. So something that is you are thinking long time, and wind can change the direction. They can go in one direction or they can start blowing in different directions. So see if you want to change this. And when you are ready, you may start rounding those corners. We want the harmonious changes in our lives. We don't want any harm. We don't want any challenge, like really painful experiences. We want everything be harmonious. We want to recognize the benefits of every change in our lives. So you can just start rounding with this color, and when you're ready, you can change the color. You can use a different pencil and start bringing different energies. I know it's like this. I just randomly choose my color. I did not really try to analyze anything. I want to see which color wants to be on my drawing, and I invite it. And I know that any color that will be used on my drawing, I will have, and you will have a beautiful drawing. It will be unique, so there will be no mistakes, and I will create the beauty with everything I have. And I will just explore it. So pay attention how you're feeling. How's your body reacting? How do you breathe? It's actually, when we have a very strong wind, it's very hard to breathe. So I want you to pay attention, special attention to to your breathing, to your depth, and how fast and how deep, and that you are not just inhale but exhale as well. So just explore it, pay attention. If you need to slow down, please do so. There is no need to rush. There is no need to be faster than you want to be. We actually very affected by speed of life, and it's causing our thyroid struggle with this, because thyroid are like gas pedal that is really trying to bring more and more energy so we can support this pace in life. But at some point it gets stuck and get suffering. I started with blue like the sky for wind, but I see blue like water. Interesting. So you wanted, maybe it's a time to dive in. So explore. Beautiful colors, blue. And it may change again the perception. So just observe how is it unfolding itself. See what other colors. The water could be different. So see how we are going to explore our lines. Explore all corners. Wind is really, there is no place to hide from wind of change. It's everywhere. So it goes in all directions, and try to explore all your space, the whole piece of paper, so that all directions and all sides top, bottom, left and right. So see if it's balanced or not, if you need to bring a little bit more. So I want to, before bringing another color, I want to make sure that I rounded everything with this one. And I will show you today some tricks, what we can do when when two different colors intersect each other. So what we can use to integrate them together. So if you're working with pencils, you will notice that there is some bolder areas and there is much gentler and like faded lines. So see, that's what you want, like if you want to combine or you want to make them even. But there are always some options for you. Okay, keep breathing, keep paying attention to your physical sensations. And I think I'm done with this color and I want something bright. I want some joy in my life, orange. Again, I can, your associations with joy can be with completely different color. So it's not necessary it will be orange or it will be pink or something. See what is your first associations related to this color. Ask yourself, what does it mean for you? What kind of memories this color brings to you? It's interesting. The orange is bringing sadness to me. And I remember some situations when I first time was preparing for the class in the correction center for children. I wanted to bring all these bright colors, and I pick all orange colors, all orange pencils from my bucket. I brought all these yellow colors and red and blue. So I tried to make sure that as bright as possible to make sure that children enjoy the colors more. And I did not expect that for those children, the orange color has completely different associations. They wear orange robe and the orange color is associated with jail for them. And it was how, for me, it was awakening that different people have different associations related to the colors. So see what kind of associations does it bring. Maybe it's associated with oranges, and maybe it's associated with something different. So just ask yourself. And it's okay if it's not what usually people expect. It could be very important, and it's not could be, it always will be important because it's yours. You are drawing this not to satisfy anybody. You are drawing it to learn something new about yourself, to make you happy, to make you satisfied and calm and relaxed and enjoy the process. So ask yourself, what do I remember related to this color, particular color that I'm using right now? It could be something big or something small, like the best associations related to color I had from one of our students in a basic user course. She said, like, this reminds me wallpaper in my mother's house. And it was really something very, for some reason, it was very touching for me that you there is a color associated with such details. With your mother's house. And I remember wallpaper in my room when I was a child. It wasn't orange. Interesting. So you may use as many colors as you need, as you want. Okay, so I forgot, I started doing it and I just forgot to explain you. So when we have two lines crossing each other, different lines, we still need to, they're still creating the corners, and we want to release all the challenges and all this conflicts in our drawing. So use the color that is lighter or less brighter. So for me, from these two colors, from these two pencils, the darker is the aquamarine. So I use orange to round corners. So the orange is easier to blend with darker because it will be not as overwhelming. If I would use darker color on orange, it will create this spike. You see, like now it's creating the spike, and it's very hard to blend with orange. So you can smooth it out, but it will require so much time and so much skills. It's much easier if you do with the lighter color. So I will just finish this one so I can. So in this case, you still have this unique lines with unique colors and still be creating the smooth transition between them, smooth integration. So see how's your body feeling when you're rounding all these corners. Is it, do you feel relaxed, or there's maybe some resistance? Resistance in Neurographica is perfectly fine. Nobody wants to change. It's, we feel more comfortable when we have the same pattern repeating, so we can predict. Yes, it will be not a good result, I know, but at least I know what to expect. So in Neurographica, we are changing. It's imprinted in definition of neuroline that we are activating and initiating the changes in everything I do. I am, the neuroline does not repeat itself. It's always uniquely new. It's always in changing directions. It's changing pattern. There is no patterns. It's no predictions, no expectations. So it's a quite a challenging concept for some of the people, how I can feel comfortable about changes. So follow these changes, be excited, curious. Where does it lead you? How is it going to how to make your life more beautiful, more interesting, more exciting, and how you losing those expectations of your own from yourself, from others, and from results. And this is what really causing the anxiety when you cannot satisfy those expectations, and usually they're very high. You feel unworthy, you feel depleting, like energy depleted. So there will be some, I invite you to experiment. How would you feel when there is such a freedom, when you have all this energies available without expectations? What if you can experience everything without particular result? Do we add circles as resources to help with change? Catherine, you can actually add not just circles, you can add any shapes you want in this one, because changes could be different. Of course, in Neurographica, we are trying to do everything as harmonious as possible, and we blend everything, but maybe some changes will be related to be more active. Maybe you want to be more as a leader, more as a, activate some action, something that you delayed for very long time and you need to make a decision. Maybe you want some discipline and follow some traditions. It could be for some people, it could be change. Come back to your roots, come back to your traditions. So you can start drawing circles if you want. Another option, you experience when those shapes will start presenting themselves. In those curves, you may start noticing how some new shapes start forming. Like, for example, I see that it's already start forming circle here, but I'm not going to define it yet. Maybe it will be morphing in something else. So I allow myself just enjoy right now lines. If you want to bring shapes right now, please do so. Nobody is going to stop you. If you need resources, you can bring resources with this wind, or you can bring situations. You may bring people supporting you. Resources could be different. It could be time, it could be people, it could be education, information. Maybe it's more practical, like money or investors. See what do you want. Maybe it's a resource could be a good doctor or method, some effective method for healing. See what is the change is coming, and it will. We did not define the particular area of changes, because changes in most cases start happening in all directions. It's not just like, okay, I have so many changes in my business. Usually it's affecting everything. Everything is happening not at the same time, but very like some kind of together. So it could be changes in your life, in your outlook, in your family, in your work, with your parents' relationship. So it could be different changes. So I invite you just explore what kind of changes are those. Draw as many lines as you want. You can use different colors. If you want be gentle, use gentle colors. If you want maybe more defined, more concrete changes, you can do darker colors. Don't afraid dark colors. Dark colors are presenting something inside of you. And if you are going to try to imitate happiness when you feel some heaviness inside of you, the heaviness will still be hidden. So the goal is to bring what is hidden inside of you. Okay. And see how you feel about it. How is interesting. I'm like there's always busy. So many lines on my drawing, and I look at all these corners. They are not very dark or very challenging. I don't feel like they are challenging, but there are so many of them that I want to cry because I feel tired. I'm like, there's so many. And I keep breathing. I keep help myself. If you have water next to you, please do so. Take care of yourself. Be very mindful to what is going on inside of you. Don't do any breaks, as you noticed, but you welcome to take breaks. You're welcome to just observe the class if it's too much for you drawing, and it's we're all adults and we know what is best for us. So please take care. You don't have to ask any permissions if you need to leave. There is no hard feelings. So please take care of yourself. This is important. Again, in Neurographica, the most important is the artist, not the art that they create. And you are important. I am important here. So please take care of the artist, because artist who is a magician in this method, and who is our experiences during the drawing, they are the real treasure. Drawing is just a reflection of those treasures, of all those experiences. Yeah, I feel like I want to define this circle. So if you feel that you have already an element on your drawing that you want to present or you want to define, please do so. You don't have to wait till any orders. Trust your intuition. We are drawing already for some time. Some of you very advanced Neurographica users, so trust yourself, experience it, see how it's sometimes even breaking rules. Do something unusual, surprise yourself. I'm always encourage you to surprise, experiment, see how you feel. I really believe that like drawing together, we will have much more beautiful, much more gentler and kinder world. It's opportunity for us to create an outline or drawing of sketching of the world that we want to be in, that we want to be feeling comfortable, feeling inspired, feeling safe, supported. So create this world for you and for everybody else. Okay. So if you want to change and bring another color, please do so. I want something pink. I want something pink. I want something very beautiful and feminine. And again, you will define which color is the lightest from this combination and use this color to round all these corners. Sometimes you have to come back to the prior color to round those corners. So don't really take them far away because you don't know yet what will be the next color. Maybe you will combine it with this one. So how's everybody doing? You can type in chat if you're doing well, if there's any sensations, any physical experience, if it's challenging for you. So let me know. Doing well, good, good, nice. Do you have any questions? Very colorful today. Good. I'm glad. The intention was to use just lines to create this movement. But if you feel that you need to add more colors and color the segments together, you can do it as well. So original intention was just use lines, just use the process, create the process, create this harmonious, dynamic movement.
How many colors is maximum? How many colors?
There is no limitations. You can use for different line, you can use different colors. It will be a nightmare to, to round all those corners with different colors, but see how colorful you want this change. So it's always an opportunity to experiment. I already using 3. On this one, I think I used 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6. So you can play with this. It's your drawing. It's your life. You experimenting and see how many changes in which maybe for you different color will have a different related to different aspect of your life or different particular change that you invite. I want to be so see what do you want, how colorful you want your life to be. People very often afraid to be colorful. It's I was born and raised in USSR, and there was no much colors at some point. So when I came to US, it was already colorful there, but it's a significant difference still be like I came back and especially at fall, we have such a, and everybody's wearing gray, dark colors. Now it's a little bit different. Now it's a little bit more cheerful. But I was surprised how it was really not so not so bright. It was like, for some reason, the dark colors considered as a tradition and as you don't want to be too bright. So I invite you to be as bright as you want, to be as bright as you feel comfortable, and maybe stand out of the gray crowd. Each color has its own beautiful aspects and its own beautiful powers. So the goal is not to judge like, oh, dark colors are bad. It's we are looking for balance. We are looking for what my soul, my heart wants right now. Do I want to be bright? I allow myself. Do I want to feel more calmer and more structured and more traditional, or maybe more organized? I can use darker colors, brown colors. It's your choice. You have the choice. The freedom is really ability to say yes or no when you feel like saying yes or no, when you don't have to compromise with yourself. This is the real freedom. Wait. If somebody is trying to say something, we cannot hear you.
I think it's maybe yours.
Okay, so I turned off the sounds for everyone. So if you want to say something, you need to turn on the microphone again. So who is using color pencils, or if you're using markers, how is it everybody's like it? How do you like to combine different colors, different lines? It's not always I use, but you can use it on your drawings, on all other drawings as well. Sometimes you can use different color for fixation if you want, or you can use different colors for field lines. Just make sure that you are integrating everything in the drawing. So you round all these corners, you're really connecting. Okay, Susan using color pencil. Okay. Good.
Looks very plain without colors, without coloring, just the lines. Something is missing. Yeah.
Add more colors, add more like color segments together. So gel pens, Bonnie using. Okay, so gel pens are interesting to work with as well. So I'm glad we have a different variety. The only pencil that really horrible to blend with anything are golden and silver. So they really stand out. They're very beautiful. I use them all the time, but they very hard, almost impossible to blend with anything. So just be aware that it's if you have the intention to use golden or silver, there will be some challenges. Or you can just create golden wind. It will be interesting.
I have colored fine liners. Okay, fine liners, nice.
You may try to combine different media. You can try to combine gel pens and color pencils together and see how it's working. There is an opportunity to experiment all the time.
Yeah, I did once a gel pens and color pencils. It was nice. Especially my gel pens had some sparkling in them, and when light was falling at an angle, it was very beautiful.
Nice. Magical.
Magical, yes. Magical. Definitely. Have you heard that, I don't know if it's a theory or did they prove it, but people in ancient times couldn't see all the colors we see now. Or at least they didn't have all the paint color to paint with all the colors.
I don't know. I know that people, okay, we have that people really recognize more shades of gray than color pencil, like color shades. But I don't know. It's a very good question. Maybe I need to do some research about if people could see all these colors before. I don't know, because in ancient times, the nature was even more was richer, and we have all these colors in nature. So I would say that they should recognize everything that is natural and adjust their perceptions to what is around them. So at least they should recognize all the colors that in nature, in their environment. These days, maybe people travel more and see more colors from different areas, like different animals, different flowers, different fish. So, and this may cause that we expanding some colors, but I don't know.
Like, for example, these neon colors, they're pretty new.
They're pretty new, for sure, yes. But there are so many fishes, like fish that, and birds that have such colors as well. Maybe it's if you are from the north, I don't know. If you in Siberia, of course, there was no neon colors. We don't have any birds like this and no tropical fish. But in warm places, why not? They should see it. In Hawaii, there's plenty of flora and fauna that contains those colors. Another thing that you may try to use on your drawing, you can try to use highlighters. They will create bold, wide lines, and they will be translucent. So you have like additional layer of colors on top of your line. So this is an interesting opportunity to experiment as well. So highlighters, they bright, but they still have this translucent effect. They still have this not as intense as other markers. You can play with them more. Okay. And when you're ready, you bring more elements. What kind of changes those colors bring? Those waves, that wind or waves, water? Is it wind in sea, on ocean, or is it maybe in different climate and different environment? what would be your environment? How do you feel? Is it desert, or is it maybe it's green and it's beautiful as a forest, or maybe it's some blooming garden and you have not just beautiful colors, but very beautiful smell as well. There could be fragrance from these colors, from these changes. See if you can attune yourself to this fragrance as well. Okay, I want to create this beautiful pink. So when you draw this circle, it's not necessarily has to be perfect circle. It could be any soft shape that you feel comfortable with. That it doesn't have sharp angles, unless you want to bring very active changes like triangles. Triangles is usually representing conflicts, actions, activity, dynamic. It's a shape of leadership. It's a shape of business, go and get. So see if you want to bring anything like this on your drawing, but be very careful. For one triangle, I usually recommend to have at least 5 circles to balance it. It's a very powerful shape, and we don't want to cause any overwhelming energies or changes. Be very gentle to yourself, like better be safe than sorry. This is only if you really need to move something, to change something in your life, and you don't have enough energy, and the triangle could be a very good way to collect all this energy. Especially be careful if you're working with any relationship, and if you want to have any changes in the relationship, I would strongly suggest to avoid triangles. Bring circles, as many as possible. It will be the best solution. But again, trust yourself. Maybe triangles is your choice. I can give you only suggestions. You still make your own decisions, and there is nobody is going to stop you. Nobody really wants to stop you, so this is the beauty. Any changes in your body, any physical sensations, or everything still be the same? Okay, I want something different color. So with pencils, the challenge is that you have to sharpen them, so you can have this very sharp point to round all these corners. You need to pay attention to it. Okay, I want this. You can create big circles, or you may create small ones. See which ones are coming your way. So which ones are really you feel comfortable with on your drawing. So The more colors you have, the more it's could be challenge to round all these corners, integrate all these colors together. Wait, I think it's of course it's a different pencil. Just play with this. See what has changed in your life in last, let's say in last month. What has changed in September? Do you have any changes in your life that you would like to share, or maybe something this summer has changed and you're very grateful for this? See what you already have, what you can use as an example for yourself. The changes can be very exciting. Or maybe you bring a shape that will represent what you want to change in your life. Maybe you want to change your the way you exercise, the way you eat, the way you sleep. Not the way you sleep, just like how many hours do you sleep, and maybe some. Maybe you want to invite more education in your life, or maybe more. I don't know what else. What we can invite in our lives? Maybe new relationships, more people, more friends, bigger community. So see what do you want? You can draw a circle or any other shape that will represent those desires, like I want this and that, and you can allow yourself to activate it. Maybe you want to find a new job and you want to draw this new job as a symbol of this new, or maybe not even just new job, but new position at your old work. So, old job. So, see. See what is coming. What do you want to initiate? You may use colors if you want to colors. Again, you may create the flow of colors on top of this beautiful lines, or you may just colors specific elements that you activated on your drawing. So see what is really the way you want to do it. And how much you want to bring color. Maybe it's already enough. You don't have any requirement to color it more if you feel that this is already colorful for me. You can create very gentle shading, so they complement but not overpowering the line that you have, the element that you have. So see what is coming your way. So what is your decision on this beautiful pink small circle here? Circles could be small and big. Any elements can be different size, and it's you just trust yourself. If you don't know the size yet, if you did not decide it, you can use and just guide this pencil or marker on over it, like hovering over it, and see what the size would feel most comfortable. And when you're ready, you can just put the marker on the paper and draw it. So you may experience it a little bit before you're really drawing it. Deep exhale, not even inhale, it's deep exhale for me. So let me know if anyone has a very strong resistance, any challenges for you. Or maybe at this point, maybe it's already gone, but who, if any of you had a very strong resistance, so let me know. So again, I have so many. You can use, you can go over and over around your elements, make it bolder so they stand out of this beautiful lines if you want, or you can create a very gentle line. So there is always options for you if you want to play with them. There's always choices. Okay. Do we have any questions? No changes for you guys in last few months? Nobody has achieved, not necessarily achieved, maybe some. My lines are really winding everywhere and it looks chaotic instead of flowing. It kind of makes me tense to look at, even though it is all rounded. So, Julie, we're going to bring bigger forces and maybe they will create a stronger flow, and maybe they will create stronger structure a little bit if it's if you feel as a chaos on your drawing. So see, another option that you may create the flow of colors if you start coloring it as well. And it may create a stronger flow. You can use even the same colors that you have, just you can use them bold or use them as a gradient from more intense to the gentler shades, and see how it really create the flow, to create this beautiful energies on yours drawing. Yeah.
I'm having a big challenge. I have this marker that I started drawing with, and it's blobby. It has some places where it's have leaves blobs. I don't know what to do. It's not.
Show me yours. Show you drawing.
I don't think you will see it through the camera.
Is it with? Okay, but it's a very beautiful combination of colors. It's definitely very beautiful. And if you see what Nat is showing, she has this blue lines and she out a little bit shaded with the blue color on top of it. So it's creating the not just lines, but the flow of beautiful blue colors. So you combine pencils and markers. Yeah.
Yeah, so this marker is not very nice. I have the same of the others, and those are nice when I color with pink and with purple. But the blue one leaves. I don't know if you can see some of the very
Yeah,
close.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
That is.
So
It's a challenge.
yeah, it's a challenge. Definitely.
Just practice. Make it unique.
Yes.
So yeah, but
Definitely.
combination, they really complement each other. Those colors, very beautiful combination. So whatever challenges you are facing right now, it will be beautiful outcome for sure. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing.
Yeah, the past 6 months were very nice for me. Just another life and lots of new beginnings, and I feel like that's what I've been living for. So it's great.
Good. My life has changed in last 6 months as well, dramatically. Many changes, many beautiful changes, which is good.
With challenges, not without challenge.
Of course, of course. But it's interesting. The people really growing with the challenges. It's only so we need challenges as much as we need time to rest. It would be horrible if we have only challenges all the time. So if we can combine this hard work, growth, and expansion of our skills and tools with some rest, it will be not as overwhelming. So maybe you can invite more on your drawing some time for harmonizing yourself, for rejuvenation.
Massages.
It would be a very beautiful opportunity. So
Yeah. Yes, that's why they have 7 days of the week, and one of them is at least one of them you're supposed to rest, right?
at least.
At least.
At least, yes, in perfect times. And it does. Okay, so see what else we can do with our beautiful drawings. I want to do a little bit more pink, but not such pink, maybe some. You can use very gentle pale colors if you want to add something on top of your lines without overwhelming them. See if you have any gentle colors, please do so. This exercise could be very beautiful on color paper. If you use like terracotta color or black color with a gel pen on top of it, it will be definitely a beautiful experience. Why this idea just came to me right now? Okay, maybe next time I will try to do something.
Karen, yeah. Karen is saying it's much harder to see the colors with different color lines. Corners, corners. Oh, I'm using black paper. Oh, you are advanced. Okay. That's, yes, it is harder to see corners. And it's harder to draw on black paper. What are you using to draw with?
Gel pens, yeah.
Gel pen. Pencils are not very good on colored paper.
They can be very smudgy, so, but I wanted to experiment, and I like so far what I have. I like how it's not overpowering me, that it's still be gentle. I still have many colors. It's quite bright, but it's gentle. So, and I love, it's such a challenge for me to create gentle drawing. I always have bright, intense colors, and it's, I get tired of them. So my goal to create something gentle. Metallic, they're challenging by itself already. So yes, you have all these challenges, Karen. So go for it, and I'm sure it will be very beautiful drawing. It will be very beautiful result at the end. Looking forward. Post it in the group, in the Facebook group. It's always a pleasure to see all the different approaches, different solutions, and so much inspiration. So, oh, I have this beautiful flow of. I love how gentle I am today. I just enjoy this beautiful, gentle colors.
Yeah, it's very nice. The orange and the green, blue. Do you have green, or is it because it's with orange?
It's aquamarine, so it's more like turquoise.
Okay, very beautiful.
So it's okay, it's good. I'm glad that you like what you have, Karen, because it's the result is really, we have to go through different changes to be satisfied what we had. And it's not necessary you have to do your compare yourself with somebody. Just do your best. Try and see how it goes, and it will be a pleasant experience for sure. We always just compare with ourselves. And as you see, like I always amazed how we are doing one class, we're repeating the same steps, and it's everybody has completely different drawings, different experiences. Everybody is creating something so unique and so different. I use red as one of the color. I use other lighter color to round, but it make red so outstanding. So I try to use red to round, and I actually quite like the feel of blood flowing into the wine. Red is very powerful. Yes, just make sure that like if you have this Red could be overpowering. Even if you use red and blue, it's not obvious which one will be, which one you need to use for roundings. See, just to make sure that you don't, that you soften this roundings, those corners, and that they don't create new strong, spiky, how to say, spiky endings. And the sense, the red lines are always bringing passion and blood, and they bring life. The color is very powerful. So I'm glad you tried and you like it. If some people has a very challenging time to pick any colors, use the random colors, or see which color you always avoided, and maybe it's a perfect time for you to find peace with this and try it and experiment, see how it will be working for you. We don't have to avoid all the time. We can invite some challenges in our lives and be happy about them. Take some responsibilities, take some actions. When I just start thinking about new responsibilities and actions, and my body says like, no, please, no anymore. Rest before you go anywhere. It's interesting how much we already, our body resonates with some of this concepts, with some of this interesting things. I have to trust. So that today is going to be very gentle drawing. Very gentle wind of change, which will be something new. Okay. The biggest change for us is, like, of course, we started the business, but in September and October 1st, we was allowed to teach the specialist level. This was a huge achievement for us.
Yes, we need fireworks for that. Very good. And the YouTube channel.
YouTube channel is almost 1,000, almost 1,200 people subscribed now. So please share videos that you feel people can benefit, because it's really created for the community, for the, it's a free video. So we want to inspire people to draw, to activate, to lift limitations in such a beautiful, gentle way. So another thing that we want to invite you, you can subscribe to our Instagram account, to my personal, or to our business, which is Neurographic Academy. And it's, we're posting some announcements there as well. And of course, our Facebook group. Facebook group, it's such a beautiful community. And if you are not there yet, please join us.
Susan is saying, thanks for all the hard work, and it made me meet Neurographica in this wonderful September.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful September, very neurographic. Yeah. The words really, it's very hard to solve this, anything in the world with words. Let's try to draw these changes, and maybe it will be easier for us and for the world in general as well. So it's a little bit utopia, but why not? Why we can keep dreaming? We can keep hoping for this. Hope is very important. And I know, like, my life has changed a lot with Neurographic, and even before the teaching, before this other stuff that I'm doing with YouTube channel or with courses, it's changed my personal life. It's changed my relationships, my perception to myself, to very big topic that I was trying to heal for many, many years with, and I tried different modalities. So this is the gentlest, the most pleasant, and the most effective. So I keep drawing. I keep believing in it. So for many years already, not many, let's say not many. It's only what, three years that I'm with Neurographica, but it feels like forever. Okay. So at the end, no, we are not at the end yet, so don't afraid. You can draw, as always, field lines. See if you want to use a specific different color for the field lines, or if you want just maybe more intensified some of those colors, some of the lines that you have already on your drawing. See what would the universe alignment look like on your drawing. See which color you want to invite, which color would benefit, create the flow, strong flow of universal energy, very high vibrations and very strong vibrations. So, okay, I will, it's such a, it's interesting, it's such a responsibility. I feel like I usually not so picky about colors for the field lines, but let's see. I want to make sure that I know this one. Okay, I'll do this one. I'm going to use a highlighter, so I hope it will be still be very gentle. And you can go over some of the lines that you have already, or you may create completely new direction, new path for these colors. And see how it's really moving from one to another. So make your field lines more consistent with how wide they are, how thick they are, because if they will be changing the thickness, it's very easy for them to get dissolved and lost in your drawing. So see what wants to be presented on your drawing. Again, there could be as many lines as you want, as many lines as you feel are needed. If you had a challenge to create this flow, you may activate the channel. You can really create the channel of energy to focus all the energy so that it's going in one direction. So it could be your option. And as always, when we adding field lines, we integrate them. So this powerful force from the universe is very gentle to us, and it's really creating this beautiful flow without forcing anything, but creating the support, creating this guidance for us. So see. Like this, use highlighters for field lines. They really creating this beautiful wide lines, but not too intense. See what is yours. Maybe yours just, you can just gently increase the thickness of lines, and it will be as powerful and as beautiful as any wide markers as well. So you don't have to have this wide markers of each color. You can just build up the thickness of the line. Gently build up. Okay. Do we have any questions? Everybody is drawing. Everybody is busy. I forgot to ask today where is everybody is from. So if you can type the location, your current location, it will be interesting to see. I was so surprised to see new destinations today, and we just started basic user course in October, and it was interesting. New countries. I'm in Seattle, Rhode Island. Rhode Island, it's already late there. Melbourne, Colorado, Malaysia. Nice. So we have Australia, Malaysia, US, North Carolina. Beautiful. Beautiful places for beautiful people. And it's when we're drawing, we make ourselves more beautiful and create beautiful environment, colorful, safe, gentle. We during Neurographica, whatever I ask you, how do you feel? How is your body reacts? Any emotions? This really helps to stay grounded, to stay present. And it's when we are present, we have opportunity really take care of ourselves. listen to ourselves. And have choices, have beautiful choices for what you want. You can use highlighters or different markers to intensify the fixation as well. If you want to fixate any of the elements on your drawing. So we see if any of those elements are talking to you. There is a life hack. You can a little bit close your eyes, not completely, just a little bit or one eye, and see which element is really standing out, which element is really speaking to you, that wants to be presented on your drawing. So you can just make it a little bit bolder. You can do it with a thickness of line, or you can do it with colors. So you can color it or shade it, make it a little bit more intense. So it's, or make it more 3D. So it will be, you will recognize it wherever you look at your drawing, that, okay, so this is the dominant element on my drawing. So this representing my big or small change that I invite or is coming to my life. And I get excited about it. And I get prepared. Okay, I want to intensify a little bit my, I want to intensify a little bit my fixation. And I think that this will be my fixation. In November, we are planning to do intense training for user level. There will be 2 classes, 4 hours each. There will be more announcements about it later. So if you are thinking that you want intense training, you can stay and wait till November, or you can still join us in October. We've just had first class and there is a recording of it. So if you want to join right now, this is a good opportunity, good time to do it. Yeah, I like this brightness. I found big challenges to combine color pencils with marker, as I use brown markers to draw field line, and it turned hard to blend well with color pencil. It becomes so intense. Brown color is really creating the structure. It's see, as I remember, you use red color, yes? Red marker is red color as well. So see how this brown and red integrate to each other. And of course, there are different shades of red and different shades of brown. So see how you can be passionate about your drawing, like with all this red and structures at the same time. So it's a challenge to combine those qualities. So good luck. I'm looking forward to see your result. It's a really interesting, could be outcome. I was trying to do so gentle drawing, and I have choose such a bright color for fixation. Interesting. And I like how bright it is, after all. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to answer them. If you want to try something new on your drawing, please do so. It's always an opportunity to experiment, trying new challenges. Let's see, I'm trying to see. Oh, they're the same color. Try to find if there is any pale option here. I want to add something else to make it a little bit more spicy or some shades. Which color would be perfect for this one? Yeah. Okay. Can I use different color for different field lines? Yes. Why not? You can. There's a opportunity in everything. It's a changes we are talking about. So you, if you haven't tried something and you always wonder it, can we do it or not? Try, see how you feel about it. See how you feel about such adventure. Sometimes we need to break rules. We need to break our patterns, our assumption that we always have to do it this way. And I was teaching one of the classes for a Russian group, and we were drawing the shamanic rain, which is part of the specialist level course. And I always draw the sun in the right corner. For me, it's always sun is there. And I was so surprised to see that one of the students drew her sun in the left corner. And it's really struck me, not the idea that it's in the left corner, but the idea that I've never questioned myself that sun can be in different locations. So it's really how we stuck in some perception that like it's always been there. It's always been my perception, and it's how other people has a different vision of it. So it was something I learned a day for sure about myself. Interesting. So I invite you to find something that you always done this way and you want to give you options, give yourself freedom to choose. Maybe it could be differently. Maybe it could be something new, something unusual. like the screen. I found that I used today two colors that I've never used before. This pencil, it's a sharp, but it's really not used much. Interesting. Okay. Where do you want to go? So how's everybody doing? We are getting close to the finish, and I hope you enjoy your drawings and enjoy the class. I'm looking forward to see your drawings in our Facebook group. If you are not a member of the group, for those who are going to watch it later, the information and the link to the group will be in info box. So please join us at any time convenient for you. It's an international group. We have people all around the world. And with Google Translator, it's so easy now to communicate with different people, with different languages. It's really make world smaller and smaller. I just wish it would be safer and safer as well. Which we are trying to do right now. Okay. So think before go to bed tonight, think about what you learned today, not necessarily from this class, maybe from what kind of change has happened today for you, what affected you in a positive way, because all the changes are usually, all the changes are meant to bring the development, our personal development. It's a pleasant one and not pleasant ones as well. So I invite you just see what has happened today that you recognize as a change. Maybe you tried something new, maybe you reacted to something in a different way, maybe you learned something about yourself or about somebody else, and it's interesting, or anything else. I don't know, any inspiration that you received and you want to try something tomorrow or in some time. It's just think about this question. How would you answer it? Learn. It will be beautiful ending for, like, if we recognize every evening what we've learned, what we've done, what we've achieved in one day. We will give the value to every moment we are living, to every moment we are experiencing. Because life is happening right now. So we need to value it. We need to recognize it. It's very important. So for me, today I I've never what I've done today. I wanted to say like I've never done so many colorful lines together with a color pencil, but maybe I'm wrong because I've done so many of the Neurographica before. Maybe I've done it as well, but it's definitely something new. It's for me. And what else I've learned today? I've learned that we have new students from new countries. This was an interesting and exciting news for me. I'm very happy about it. And I finished today very challenging task that I had to do in last 2 months. Very intense, and it's over now, and I'm so excited, and it's a very excited about and ready to celebrate. Okay. I think I'm finished mine. I think it's bright enough and gentle enough, and it's really brings this, you know, very feminine energy moving. I love how feminine it is, that it's not overpowering. For me, I finished with my drawing today. So if any of you want to share, wait, it's me who escaped. If any of you want to share your drawings and see my comments on it in online, please let me know. You can turn on the sound and just let me know, like, I want to share. Here I am. And everybody will be excited to see your drawings. If you are not ready, I put mine in the Facebook group. Okay, Karen, thank you. It's looking forward to see your color paper drawing. There is all this metallic lines. Okay, Matthew, are you ready? I see.
I was going to write something, but maybe others talk. 1 minute, I'm nearly done.
Okay, good. So we'll wait. I will wait. So anybody else? Yay, Susan. Wait, take it a little bit closer to yourself. Yes. Okay. I love how gentle are your colors.
This is the brown line, which is very sharp.
Yes, I see the brown, like it's a very strong field lines, but you know, only because there's such a strong contrast between gentleness and this structured, strong lines, you can recognize the depth of this drawing. It creates a depth. It creates this unique perception of different levels. I love how gentle your circles are. It's really the flow of colors. It's not, I cannot see like all the lines because it's a little bit kind of resolution is not so well, but I'm looking forward to see it in details when you bring it in a Facebook group. Yes, it's a very beautiful drawing. And I love how the 3D circles, like the balls you created on your drawing. Very beautiful. That color, yeah. How do you feel? Susan, how do you feel right now?
I feel that today I try a lot of new things. I try to combine the materials and it's really a challenge.
Yes, of course. But it's a beautiful, beautiful drawing. So I'm glad you tried, you experimented, because something new is always challenging, but always rewarding. So thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. It's a beautiful drawing. Have a great day. You have a morning, early morning.
I do another thing. That for the markers, I try to use the color pencil again to blend. Yeah.
See if you want to connect them, those lines, if you make maybe a little bit brighten them, like intensify if you want. But see, try different things, like see what works the best for you, okay? I think your picture is frozen, but thank you for sharing, for sure. Anybody else willing to share their?
Yeah, I can show you mine.
Okay.
Okay, please do so. Okay, so you have many bright colors. Nice. And I see that
Yeah,
you use some hashing.
it's only bright colors today. Yeah, normally it's quite soft. Yeah, I have this pen big intensity, so I just got this from the supermarket. It's nothing special. But they're like fluorescent pens. Yeah, so I started doing all those little lines and then colored in with the highlighter. It just kept on getting more and more bold as it went along. So nothing gentle about this at all today. So yeah, a little bit different.
My question is, all those lines that are left in the middle, so they don't go to the edges, what do they represent to you?
I added these afterwards, actually, the gray lines. They're all pointing in this direction, so it was just supposed to give it a bit of movement. It was quite fluid when I first started, but then, you know, here it's sort of watery and okay, and then as it got more and more intense, it became more static and it lost a sense of flow. And so I was just trying to create a bit of movement to it.
So from the camera, it's hard to see, but pay attention that they don't look spiky. Make sure that they're very gentle ending, so they really alive. So instead of any spikes. Yeah, I love how you use like several lines on top of them, so they really look natural. So you intensify your drawing today. So yours, usually it's more gentler, and today is a very... So another thing that I want to mention about hashing. When you color and you see the separate hash, it's a very strong vibration, very strong. And we usually, and it creates a lot of energy. So be careful, because too much energy may create unrest, anxiety, or sense of overwhelm. So if you feel that it somehow resonates with you, make it a little bit softer. Go over it and make sure that you don't see the separate hashing. Or if you feel perfectly fine and you really want some energy to activate and focus it in one direction, like you want to start exercising and you need this energy to move forward, you can use it purposely, but it's as any instrument, it has their own tricks when and how to use it. I love how colorful it is, how really, and you always good with lines. Lines are very beautiful. So as always, thank you, Matthew, for sharing. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
So how do you feel right now?
A little bit anxious, probably. yeah, I think this picture represents what's going on inside. It's all just a bit of blah, like just everything just thrown onto the page, and yeah, not as much structure. So I think today I was happy just to experiment and to say, yeah, let's just see what comes out and try something new.
I've noticed you don't have any elements there, like no circles.
No circles, no.
Do you want to bring some support for yourself? Do you feel it's needed?
It feels like a rehearsal. Like this doesn't feel like a finished piece to me. It doesn't feel like
yeah,
it really expresses anything. It's just a playing.
So play with this, see what it's asking for you to do, because you've always attuned to your drawing. So see what kind of symbols and new discoveries it will bring you. So just we feel anxious when the drawing is not finished yet. It just requires something needs to be done. Something it could be something very small or something very big. So just pay attention to it. Okay, one more time. Thank you, Matthew. Sorry for catching you. So,
thank you.
Anybody else wants to share their beautiful drawings?
Yeah, I wanna show mine because it's very different from. I have done a lot of lines, and let me get my camera on here.
Okay.
I love rounding and doing it with the different colors. That with the Sharpies, they all kind of seem. Oh, let me. Sorry, I have a background thing on, and it's not show it very well.
Yes, it's a.
Wait, I can turn that off. There we go.
Okay. Yes, many lines. You see how many lines? Busy, and it's really going. It's almost like a vortex. Everything is moving. So see if you want to create field lines. So it really as I already mentioned, like before, like it may create the direction of this energy. Like there is so much energy, and it's just spinning and activated in the center. So if you bring this stronger force that will align you with the universe and make this energy be focused and directed to some goal or some purpose that you want to. So see if it wants to be. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It's not like, oh, bring red strong lines or black ones. They can be just the same color. Just make sure that you create this channel in one direction. Gentle guidance and focusing in one direction.
Yeah.
But I love how detailed it is, like how many lines you have. It's really a lot of energy. So much energy, a lot of many lines. So thank you.
I almost didn't add the circles because I was just doing so many lines, and that's just what I felt like doing today. It was a lot of lines, but it's kind of energetic.
Energetic. Another thing that I want to point, like, see how many lines you have on top. Not lines, like elements.
Okay.
Make sure that you have enough lines on the ground. That all these elements on top needs a strong root system to connect. So go deeper with lines on the bottom, and maybe even creating some elements on bottom to support what is going on top of it.
Okay.
So just like one of the suggestions for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Julie, for sharing. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. Christina, do you want to share yours? Yeah. Just microphone. I still don't hear you. Yes, here you are. Okay.
Fine.
Yes. First of all, like such a gentle, like wool balls, so soft, so gentle. Okay, so interesting lines you have. Very big curves. Do you set up high goals all the time?
I mean, probably, yeah.
So big goals are very good, but usually when we try too hard to achieve them, to reach them, we have a very big setbacks as well. So practice how you can use the art of small steps, of small curves as well, just so you have the variety that you can divide the big goal in small steps, and it will be much faster for you. This just I noticed these lines and I see them with a very high goals focused people all the time. So beautiful circles, very interesting, very different lines, and I love how different they are. Like it's really hard. The lines by itself already quite a changing in your drawing. Pay attention that you have a blind spot left. On my screen, it's a left corner, upper corner. So explore this. Yes. Explore this corner a little bit more. There could be some hidden opportunities for you there, some hidden resources, connections, maybe even communications with people. Just bring more lines there, more colors there. So, and it's maybe some activate, maybe it will activate some emotions and memories for you. And if you want, you can create a little bit field lines, like boulder lines, as I have. They called field lines, and they really align yourself with the universe. Just you can make them a little bit bolder, make a little bit wider. So it's an opportunity. Bring different quality of energy on the drawing. Okay. So if anybody else wants to share, or we are ready to finish our class for today. It's a very beautiful drawings and very different, very unique with everyone. So very, I feel privileged for activate such a creativity in you guys. And again, I believe, and Neurographic Academy believes that the more we're drawing, the more we're connecting to each other through the art, we're creating healing in the world, and we're creating kind environment to grow together in a better humanity. So let's create the environment that we will feel comfortable and safe and be inspired to grow. So thanks a lot for everybody. The recording will be on Facebook, and it will be on the link will be posted in Facebook group. The recording will be on YouTube. If you feel that this class can benefit anybody, please don't hesitate to share it. Invite more people to Facebook group and to the channel as well. And looking forward for next class. I don't know yet what will be the class. I have already the list of things that I want to share with you, but I trust myself. What when I wake up on Friday or on Thursday before the class, I don't know yet. And maybe it will be something new for all of us. So thanks a lot. Looking forward to see more of you, and have a great day, night, or morning for you. So see you. Bye. Bye, world.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.